Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
At 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. No chance. At 26. We're going 25 the mic. And what? Oh, try. At 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Let's go, D. Big 6. Step it up.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Just like that. That's it. We're going 25 the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. At 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. All right, T. Look at the score. We're going 25 the mic. 26.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. Past the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Here we go.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, Phil. 47. Check 55 to mine.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Under. Hayward. Mark 55. Here go 46. Let's go, baby. 46.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pick up there. It's fourth down.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Mike 55. Hey, let's get this. Go. Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now the defense. To use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Heavy on the edges. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I want that. 29. Hustle. Give me that ball, defense. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Man out.
To throw again on second down. Watson dancing to his left. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check 9, check 9. Motion, motion, motion.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
We go 25 to Mike. I'm scared.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
There we go. Get in. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Check 52. Here we go. 46. 55. Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Being chased out left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. We're going to 53. Mike 55. I'm coming. Check 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown.
We play to win. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
We're set. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing again is Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
31. Motion. Come on. To the car.
From the gun, Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That's good for a Texans. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mark 38. Mark 34. Watch the pass. 38 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 38. Mike.
On first down, it's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Defense. 54. 54. Mike. 54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Right there. 54. Right there. 50. 59. Let's go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike. 54.
To the air yet again. Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Mike 54. First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Switch. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You must be getting 54. Check nickel. Hey, alert. Short.
On first down, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, the 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Check 41. We're going to 54. Why in? Tell me what you got. What you got? Come on. What? Give me something. Here we go.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Going to 53. Check. Lucky. Hey, check right. Watch it. Go, kill. Don't get nervous now.
Here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. Give them 32 on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Check the backer, check the backer. Here we go, 47. Good. Check Mike 39, check Mike 39. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott running into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Intended that time for Cooper. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, check, check. Mark 38, Mark 38.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
38 to Mike.
Tackles, tackles.
24.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Mark 38. Mark 38. Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 38 to Mike. I got you, punk.
Mike 38, Mike 38.
Let's go. 25. Mark 38. Mark 38. Mark 38.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got Fuller. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watson now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
Mark 38. Mark 38. Mark 38. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. 25.
From the gun, here's Watson. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
We got 2 points down. He's coming.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Let's go.
Mike 38, Mike 38.
They can't hang with us. Mark 38. Mark 38.
Here we go, here we go.
Check. Crunch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, when in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
26.
Mike 38.
24. Alert.
49, check 49.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike 38. Check tight, check tight. Check
24. Mark 38. Mark 38.
I got you.
On 2nd and 12, Watson steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Mike 38, Mike 38.
Mark 38. 29. Mark 38. I got one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
No. Motion. 43 in the mic. Let's get it together.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darren Fells there to make the grab, and the Texans cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Go.
Watson now, operating from the gun.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight right. 3 down. Hey, 31. Check 99. Hey, 31. Check 43. Bravo. To the pass. Play. To the court. Hey,
After the interception, here's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Mark 38. Watch one. 38 to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now it's Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It is true, the lead cut to 10, 23-13. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a little 360. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Go.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watson on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Watson to throw again. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 49 yards.
We got 25 to Mike. I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Watson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Hey, kill. We're going to 54. Right here.
Prescott. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. We're going to 53.
Prescott to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Cooper was the intended target.
We're set. 19. I got it. Let's go.
Watson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Give the sack to Barkevius Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, kill. 47. Here we're going to 54. Why here? Here we go.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Here we go. Check, 41. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming out. I'm coming after you. Then we're going to 53. Hey, 47. 51. We've got to wedge that, huh? Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 26.
Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. Cooper was the target there. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
We won it. Come to my work. Alert. 25 to
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Ready? At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, 59! At 25 to Mike. We'll go 29 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
It's a gain of 2.
Reset.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. I got you, boy. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Here we go, like 55. Let's go, let's bring it.
One last throw here for Watson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra, and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot.